famous Oriental Rabbanim. And over here, reported over on Yud Zayin, according to many sources, it is a hilula of a really great rabbi who will become the chief rabbi of Croatia. Yud Zayin is the hilula reported over of Rabbi Dr. Hosea Jacobi, or you could say Rabbi Hosea Herman Jacobi, who was born in the English year 1841 and passed away in 1925. He'd become the chief rabbi, actually, of Zאגרב, respectively, for many, many years. I believe for as many as 58 years, and was spiritual and religious leader of the Jewish community in Croatia. Very, very prominent position. So let's explore a bit about him over here. He was born in an area called Jacob Shagen. It was a kingdom of Prussia, now in modern day, I believe, Poland, actually. He was the son of the famous merchant Mayor Jacobi and his wife Sarah Miriam, also I think previously was a Goldberg. Actually, his father passed away when he was only 10 years old, it was reported over, and his maternal grandfather, Rabbi Jacob Moses Goldberg, and uncle, Rabbi Nachman Abraham Goldberg, were the people that were instructing him religiously, I think teaching them religiously with regards to his Jewish values and his Torah values, so on and so forth at a young age. He attended a school, reported over, of the name, I hope I pronounce this correct, Kol-Nische Gymnasium School in Berlin. And he was a member of the which was, I think, attached as one of the modern Orthodox Jewish congregations of Berlin, respectively at the time. He was a student of Rabbi Azriel Hilda Shema, also, who was first time I heard about him. He was a great German rabbi and was a leading rabbi in Orthodox Judaism over there, and was regarded as pioneering, potentially modernizer of Orthodox Judaism in Germany, and as a founder of modern Orthodox Judaism. This Rabbi Azriel Hilda Shema, I hope I pronounced his name correctly. He was also a Talmid of Rabbi Elchanan Rosenstein, also, who actually gave him smicha, I believe. He studied in different languages, and also Hebrew and theology and Semitic languages. Reported over in the universities of Berlin and Halle, also. I think also Saxony-Anhalt, which I think maybe based in Germany, if I'm not mistaken, also. And I think they quote over his dissertation in one of these sources, a dissertation he wrote in 1865 also. What's interesting, he married a woman, become Rabbanit, Hulda Panda, and they had 7 children together. It was reported over. In the year 1867, he became the chief rabbi of Zאגreb, Croatia. I believe maybe that was previously situated in Yugoslavia. Rabbi Jacobi established and headed in Zאgreb the Jewish elementary school, the school at Talmud Torah. He taught Jewish studies in different various Jewish high schools. So they taught Hebrew and Judaism and established Jewish women organizations. He was active in social welfare programs for the Jewish and general population, also respectively in Yugoslavia, for which he was highly respected by the general population and the leaders of other general denominations. He was very, very well connected with many of the different other places. In the year 1885, it was reported over, the Rabbi Jacobi delivered the first synagogue sermon in the Croat language, thus encouraging the integration of Jewish people into the general population at that point in time. Reported over, he also wrote the first ever Jewish studies with textbooks in Croatian, also respectively. Rabbi Jacobi's children include his son, Dr. Ivan Hans Johanan, his daughters, Louise Zalowska, I hope I pronounced her name correctly, and also Clara Loja, in brackets, Bar Mappa, and his son-in-law was a notable doctor of the name Dr. Hugo Spitzer. They were among prominent leaders of the Jewish community and also Zionist movements in Croatia, respectively. He was buried, he passed away actually in Zאgreb, Rabbi Doctor, the former chief rabbi did, and was buried in a cemetery called the Miro Gorge. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Over there, he wrote different writings also, which were printed in various different places. I think one of the books that was printed in Vienna, in Austria, was Über die Stellung des Weibes im Judentum. I pronounced that in, I believe maybe it's in Yiddish or maybe in Austrian. One of them. There was also another book called the Ruach haben wir bei der Erzählung unsere Kinder zu achten, which was, I believe, was printed in Zagreb in the year 1872. Was Ister the Talmud, which was published in Zagreb in the year 1880. There was Derech HaKodesh, I believe, which was printed also in Zagreb in the year 1900. And Bibliczka Provezhenika za Izraelsku Mildabez Puchkin I Nizi Sredinjing Skola, which was printed in Zagreb in the year 1923. Friends, I don't usually pronounce in Yiddish or European languages, so I hope I did that. I'll quote their names actually in other languages also, respectively. In I think there are many different sources over there, but that's where his names actually came from. If I'm not mistaken, it was borrowed from a Yiddish actual translation, which I just took from over there. I believe he passed away in 17th of Iyar, respectively. The great rabbi did. So it was in the 17th of Iyar. I believe the English date, it was in 1971. It was, I believe it was on 21st of May in the year 1925, respectively, over there, if I'm not mistaken. One of the great rabbis from Croatia. Let's just look over some of his other children. We mentioned before Ivan, Johanan Jacobi, there was Louise, Leah Zalowska, also Clara Bar-Mappa, Resha Bar-Mappa, Martha Spitzer, Selma Strasser, and also Ivana Johanna Jacobi also. And as we said before, also his parents were great people also who we spoke about before. I think his position was in the Zagreb synagogue also, respectively. And he was resident most of the time in Zagreb, respectively, which was situated in the old Yugoslavia, current Croatia also. And I believe it's his Hilula today here on Yud Zayin Iyar. Please don't forget to light candles in memory. It would be on the eve of Rosh Hashanah. There was another source that did say that he passed away, I believe, on the 21st of April. So, but there was other sources saying 21st of May, which I think respectively would actually fall here on the 17th of Iyar, naturally, as a Hilul Rabbi. Be it as it may, he was a great rabbi. Learn more about him, about the great Chacham from Zagreb. Learn about Yugoslav Jewish history. Also, I very much recommend everyone to do. I'm wishing you all a good night and take care.